In organizing the base of your brand messaging, of your communication, of your optics, going after all the hottest keywords and the highest search terms sometimes is only getting you thrown in with the others that do something close to what you do. My name is Loren Weisman. I'm a brand communications and optics strategist. And when you're laying out the base of your brand when it comes to communications, when it comes to reaching out, many will oftentimes jump and say, oh, I've got to make it the most popular keyword. I've got to do this. But this is an oversaturated world. People are using the same terminology. They're using the same AI-style bios. They're saying the exact same thing. And in that becomes this cacophony of uniformity. It's, wow, this person's bios is the same as this one's, the same as that one's, the same as that one. And these people move along. Inside your experience, and I'm not knocking strong keywords. However, if you're only building off of the framing of high keywords and AI, in a sense, you're just saying the same things as everyone else. It goes in the same way with resumes. People say, I need to run my resume through an AI system. Great. And now, if you're running through there and you're prompting for a given job or a given profession, you're getting the highest level of keywords, which are probably the same ones that whoever's hiring is seeing because they're looking for that same position. So one of the differentiators is you, your experience, where you came from. Don't go into this robot or sheep mode, but more go into a you mode. My background, I have not done this my entire career. I've been a part of the music industry. I've been a part of the TV industry. I've been a part of a couple different industries that brought me to brand optics, brand messaging, brand communication. This is not where I started. And it's in where I came from, the observations that I experienced, the themes, the patterns, all of that has brought me to where I am now. Now, I'll still use some of those keywords in referencing, but I use my story to highlight my background and my authority. And I ask you to consider to do the same. Inside of your story, even if some of your story doesn't relate to the exact topic that you're doing right now, it could show a path of, here's where you learned, here's what you experienced, here's where you shifted to this, and here's why you're showcasing authenticity over using the word authentic to prove to someone that may want to work with you or purchase your product or connect with you or partner with you much better than these people that are just, I'm the answer, I'm this, I'm that, I've done this, I've helped tens of thousands of people. Really? I remember there was this one record producer, and I would see him around, and he talked about producing 3,000 albums. That's absolutely impossible. It's these people that they go, oh, this is a high frame, or this is an ego thing. I'm going to state this, I'm going to state that, and lie or overly embellish, raise red flags. Or do you bring up the elements that are you? You bring up the messaging of where you came from. For me, inside of my communications, I watched a couple crazy industries. I watched the world of music on its downfall, with everything that happened with digital downloads, with everything that was happening with the doors opening where the ghost players were they no longer needed to be ghosts. They would admit. When I started my career and I worked in the ghost drumming sphere, we were still hiding. We were signing that we would never talk about these things. And throughout my career, you have these bands that go, oh yeah, no, this drummer came in and played my tracks for me. So many things shifted. The communication, the way the investment worked, the way, marketing worked, where MTV fell off. Well, it was never really on, but all these different changes and watching the optics of that translated into TV. Translated into the books that I wrote, and then translated into moving outside of entertainment and working on communication and seeing many of the same optics, the same communication techniques that I saw in the world I was first in, move to other businesses. So what's your story? Where is your authority before what you were doing, or even if your authority stands in what you've been doing for a very long time? Where can you share your story over just the hype keywords? Where can you make comparisons, contrasting? The more that you can shine through over so many that are just sheep pulling down the latest trend, and they're supposed to make this video and they're supposed to say this in the script and here's how you sell. These marketing people with no grounding, no morals, no honor, saying here's what you say to bait someone in to make you seem like you're an expert. If you're genuinely an expert and you begin to use these tactics, then you're falling away from your expertise potentially and being seen as these people that are in their mom's basement that decided that they were going to be some expert 2 weeks ago. Use the authority that is in you. Bring out the stories that are in you. Connect your growth, your experiences, what you see, what you believe. And lastly, stand by it. Don't be one of those people. I'll just change your mind or change your opinion depending on the audience you're in front of. Allow that inside of your audios, your videos, your messaging, your optics and communication, that you stand strong, stand true, and stand on a solid foundation so that wherever somebody connects with you, however somebody finds you, they get the sense of who you really are. So please consider moving away from just the highest level keywords and the highest attacks on trying to be as popular as you can, and focus a little bit more on the authenticity, the honor, and the truth of you, which could bring out your authority in a very individualized way to reach that many more people, or specifically to reach the people that want to reach out to you.